As some of you already know, two-table negotiation is one of my favorite go-to moves when dealing with large technology suppliers. It takes the pressure off making quick decisions on key points in the deal, things that should really be discussed internally before agreeing to them. How much easier is it to say to a supplier that you agree in principle on what they're proposing, but you still need to go back and check with the decision makers? Suppliers tell us that all the time. But what about shadow negotiations? I was speaking with a friend of mine who's a software sales exec, and I was curious to know how he dealt with the different hurdles and roadblocks procurement people sometimes put up when he's trying to get a deal over the finish line. His answer actually made me laugh, and I had to apologize because I wasn't laughing at him. I was laughing at him. He said, "Mohammed, I sell multi-million-dollar technology solutions to large enterprises. So I deal directly with C-suite executives like CIOs and CTOs and their VPs and SVPs. I don't negotiate with the purchasing department." Really? So your deal never gets hung up when the executive gives it a green light to proceed? It just flies through their internal procurement process and you get a PO and a signed contract the next day? Well, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Once the deal's approved, it still takes time for the PO to come through. And sure, sometimes they'll come back to us and ask us to tweak a few things on price and terms. But again, that's their internal process. It has nothing to do with us. That's when I laughed. And then I told him something that probably ruined the rest of his day. I said, "Guess what, pal? You've been negotiating with a strategic sourcing professional, not some tactical purchasing department, this whole time. Except that you've been doing it in the worst possible way, without even knowing it." And it amazes me how often technology salespeople make this assumption that just because they got a wink and a nudge from a client executive, then it's clear sailing from there on out. Now, I'm not going to give away everything that's going on behind the curtain, but there's definitely an important lesson here for procurement professionals. Sometimes we get a bit oversensitive when we find out our internal clients worked out a hallway deal with some technology supplier, and now they just expect us to rubber stamp the deal and get a PO out. Look, it happens, and it's going to keep happening. But rather than getting mad about it, recognize that it's actually a really good opportunity to create leverage that will allow you to reduce costs and mitigate risk. And the bonus is that you can do it all from the shadows. Let your executive be the bearer of bad news. If you'd like to know how I do that, check out the content in my new community, the Deal Desk. There's over 180 videos, a ton of articles, and other content I've created over the years based on almost 30 years of procurement and negotiation experience. And for now, it's free to join. The link is in the comments below.